show you. What's up, y'all? We back at it with another chapter of Chainsawman, chapter 200. And this chapter gave me something I wanted for such a long time. And we're going to get right into it. But first, make sure you subscribe, hit the bell for all notifications. Greatly appreciate it. Now, I feel sorry for Asa, yo. It's crazy because I think Denji lived one of the most tragic lives I've ever seen in a series. And now I'm looking at Asa, and I'm thinking like, yo, her life is just as bad. Oh my God. So I don't know who life was worse. Let me know down below, man. You know, now some of y'all probably gonna say Denji just because he lost some of his organs, he lost everyone he ever cared for. And you could say the same thing about, you know what I'm saying, Asa as well. Like, yo, she lost her mom because she ran back to save a cat. So you gotta imagine how she feels inside, and then she was never able to get close with anyone. Like Denji to her right now is the closest she's ever been with anyone in her whole life since we've known the character. And I'm gonna be real with y'all, I feel sorry, just as sorry for her as I feel for Denji. So I really hope these two characters can actually end up together and find peace with one another. I really hope that's the case. It may not happen, but yo, that's what I'm hoping. But Fujimoto, you never know, man. He always got you believing one thing, and then he just like, nah, we want to switch things up, and then it just goes left. So who knows how Fujimoto actually has this planned out? We'll just have to wait and see. But yo, let me know, man. Do you want these characters to find happiness, or do you feel like they've done too much crazy stuff where they don't deserve it? Let me know your thoughts. But the chapter, it starts off where you got Asa, you know what I'm saying? She's just doing bang shots in the direction of the sun. You got it where Denji looks at her and says like, yo, what are you doing? And she says like, yo, I'm shooting at the sunset. I hate sunburns. Now, right then and there, Denji should have been like, yo, she crazy. I gotta get away from her. I gotta get away from her. But you know, you got it with Denji's like, nah, it's cool, it's cool. And he actually says like, yo, I got you some food from the convenience store. You know what I'm saying? Have a bread bun, eat some of this. And Asa just straight up tell him like, yo, hold up, ain't you broke? Like, how you got money right now? Ain't you supposed to be broke? He's like, nah. And this shows how crazy Denji is. Like, he's like, yo, I am broke, but on the way to the store, you know what I'm saying, I seen a wallet in the pocket of someone who was dead. So I went ahead and grabbed it. Now, some of y'all might be like, well, the person was dead. I guess no harm, no foul. I'm thinking like, that's kind of crazy, man. Like, I wouldn't even want to do that. I feel like it would be disrespect to the person who died. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm just weird like that. Let me know, am I weird or not? Because I feel like, yo, going for the wallet and just saying, oh, thank you, and you know, and the person's dead, like, that's kind of weird to me. But of course you got it where, you know, Asa replies by saying that's appalling, but she says, yo, and then you have Denji saying back to her, well, don't eat it. And that's a normal man response, like, man, if you don't like it, don't eat the shit. And she says, nah, you know, I'll eat it. You know, I'll eat this toxic convenience food because I'm a toxic person. And you know, you got her actually taking a bite out of the food, and she says like, yo, Denji, you were right, man. You told me that I should only do fun things, and you know, I think that's what I need to start doing. I've been just so focused on the bad things that's been going on in my life that I haven't took time to just enjoy myself. And I mean, I feel like a lot of people could learn from that, man, because sometimes it's things you can't change. Yo, so, you know, just, hey, embrace it and just go about your day trying to do other things to cheer yourself up. But a lot of people don't see that, and they actually become, you know, versions of Asa, as we see right here. And she says, you know what I'm saying, you know, you told me once before in class, before I fell asleep, like you told me several times that, you know what I'm saying, I should do stuff to, you know, make myself feel happy. She says she was always pissed at everyone because of how unfortunate her life was and how much better their lives were. And she's saying like, yo, you know what? It turned out that these people were suffering too, but they were just hiding it from the world. And you know, she's saying that's what I need to do. I need to stop focusing on what I can't change and just enjoy life. And that's some real stuff, man. If you look at people, you'll never know what they're going through. You could look at them, they could have a smile on their face every single day, but you don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They could have someone that hurt them. They could just have a whole bunch of bills, or they could be sick. It's just so many things you won't know about a person unless they actually took the time to tell you. Like, people hide their, you know, how they're really doing from the whole world. And I don't know, I just feel like this chapter had a real message that Fujimoto was just trying to show us, like, yo, don't assume a person's doing good. A person could truly be doing bad. And you know, that's why they say, like, yo, kindness, it's free to give kindness. Like, yo, if you see a person, you know, tell them good morning, how you doing, you know, lighten their day, because you just never know what they're going through. But you got it where, you know, Asa just switched places with Yoru, which was very unexpected. And you got Yoru just pretty much saying, like, yo, let's have some post-meal exercise. And you got it where they're riding a bike throughout the city. And, you know, any fake chainsaw mans that they come across, you know, you got it where Yoru is just using her bang attack to actually, like, shoot their heads off, which is very insane, just really crazy. But as that's going on, you got it where they're having the time of their life. They're both laughing, and it's romantic, but in a crazy type of toxic way. And then you have it where they come across the fake chainsaw man, and you got it where Yoru does her bang attack, and this fake chainsaw man does something that we have yet to see anyone do. And that's when she does her bang attack, he deflects the bullet. I don't know how you see it, because we never see the bullet. He deflects it, and it ends up going and hitting a building above him. And I'm like, yo, that's crazy. We've never seen anyone do anything like that. So this fake chainsaw man is quite talented to be able to do something like that. And you have it where Yoru and your boy Denji falls off the bike. Next thing you know, you see it where Denji gets a little mad, and this fake chainsaw man saying, like, yo, you know, should you be flirting with a girl? Should you be around her? Should you be, you know, pretty much saying, like, yo, you're with this girl and crazy things are going on in this world. You could be doing stuff to help out. And you have it with Denji pulls the chain, he transforms into Chainsaw Man, and he starts fighting the other Chainsaw Man. So we got a chainsaw versus chainsaw, and that was something I knew I wanted, but I thought we would never get. And you have it where Denji manages to slash the arm off of this chainsaw man, and you got it where this fake looks at him and says, like, yo, are you aware? Are you aware of the mistake you've made? And I'm very curious what he's referring to when he says this. Is it being with Yoru and not finishing Yoru off, or is it something else that, you know, this fake can be talking about? Because we do know the real Death Devil sent, you know, this fake chainsaw man out in the world to create chaos. And I don't know if it said go after Chainsaw Man and Yoru right off the bat, or if he just happened to cross paths with this guy. Very curious which one it is. Not sure, but we might find out in the next chapter. But you know how Fujimoto is. He'll give us a little bit and then just take chapters and chapters before he give us the rest of it. You know how you do. You guys know how you do. But all in all, man, it was dope to see this little clash between the two Chainsaw Mans, and I hope we get to see more of them fight, you know, more of them fighting one another in the upcoming chapter, like an all-out chapter of them just brawling against one another. Very curious, though, is Yoru going to jump in and actually try to help? We'll have to wait and see, but let me know y'all thoughts on this chapter. If you like the video, thumb it up, please subscribe, hit the bell, and I'll catch you in the next one, man. Peace.